Hello, ISCI 702 and Professor Colonna Guide. My name is Abby Moses, and this is my presentation for What is a Community. I identify as a straight cis female in my mid-20s living in Wilmington, North Carolina. However, I grew up in a suburb of Denver, Colorado, and completed my undergraduate degree at the University of Colorado in Boulder. So though I have relocated to a different state and region of the U.S., I am deeply connected to the Colorado community. Go Broncos! I was raised in a middle-class family with two younger sisters and one younger brother. Everyone in my family currently lives in Colorado and has for 7 or 8 generations, so I'm deeply connected to that community. So, going into the presentation, how would I define community? After completing the assigned readings, I have come up with the following definition. Community is a group of people who share values, norms, or cultural attributes and interact with one another in a meaningful way, promoting social cohesion, solidarity, and a sense of belonging that can cause collective action. Like Bradshaw, I agree that community is not tied to place. While community certainly can involve place, the widespread use and adoption of technology has expanded community well beyond place alone. People can communicate and form equally meaningful relationships without ever meeting in person. Through social media and mass communication platforms, people from all over the world can virtually find each other and create a community based on any shared feature, belief, identity, value, and more. Communities are tied to a network of people rather than a reciprocal relationship with those in the same place. People are forming deeper connections with individuals living on other continents than those next door. It is important to note that community identity is not permanent or exclusive, and individuals may have varying degrees of identification within their community. That being said, belonging to a community is important on an individual, local, and societal scale. Looking at the individual, being inside of a community satisfies our sense of belonging. Making connections and relating to one another is necessary for not only our well being and behavior, but it is also human nature. Like Aristotle said, man is a social animal. Socializing, connecting, and supporting one another is vital for our survival and how we thrive. Finding others who share aspects of our identity creates pride and self esteem, and having support from like minded people promotes confidence to use our voice. Not only does belonging to a community help us feel empowered on an individual level, but it can also incite confidence in the community as a whole to use their voice to identify and lead meaningful actions regarding community issues. Coming together to discuss and collaborate on problems can lead to direct actions being taken by a previously unheard and underrepresented group. This can further extend further into a societal level. Connecting and supporting one another across the nation helps marginalized individuals feel less alone, more powerful, and more able to make an impact on political and policy decisions. Community forming is vital for democracy and for an informed public. This is because the support amongst community members empowers them to make their voices heard and push policymakers to address problems. So, looking at it for libraries need to consider the importance of communities when designing their services for many reasons. Libraries can serve as a major source of information when communities have information needs. They can direct communities and individuals within them to relevant sources, teach them how to use and evaluate their information resources, and instruct on ways to make a productive change. Libraries can help create an informed community overall. And as stated in Watson and Kavanaugh, the more that individuals within a community are well informed about an issue, the greater the social pressure there is for others to be similarly informed. In this era of abundant information, the needs of communities are varied and specific to each situation. In designing their services, librarians must recognize differences in social, economic, and political power amongst communities and their members to adequately address their information needs. Focusing on communities that suffer the greatest information disparities helps create a more informed public, empowering individuals to make their voices heard, and increasing representation of marginalized groups. Other ways libraries can assist with communities is by providing volunteer opportunities or work with surrounding nonprofits to promote volunteerism within the community. Additionally, they can help youths make informed decisions for roles in governance or political policy decision making. They can provide guidance and tools for effective research to inform communities, provide legitimacy and access, and overall increase representation. Thank you for listening to my presentation on what I think a community is and why they are important. I am excited to dive deeper into community and community engagement in a library and information science context throughout this semester. And here are my sources. Thank you.